I'm here in Medjugorje in front of St. James Church, and I'm with, what's your name?
My name is Luke. Luke.
You're
Yes.
from the States?
I am from the States. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when did you have first time about Medjugorje?
My first time hearing about Medjugorje was probably on YouTube. This popped up in my recommended. I've seen a lot of my YouTube recommended as Catholic videos, so it came up. Yes.
And why were you drawn to come here?
My school had an opportunity to come. Back in my home in Virginia, I have a lot of friends in my parish who have gone to Medjugorje. And also I wanted to really decide for myself what I felt about it, not go off of what others thought, because Christ is in your heart, right? So he's not Christ is not YouTube, So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what expectation did you have? Did you have any expectation coming here?
Absolutely none. I had the only expectation I had was to grow, because I trust in God's providence here. I think a very common thing that's said about Medjugorje is that regardless of whether or not you believe that the apparitions happen or not, you would be very misguided to believe that God is not present at all, and that it's not a place of faith. And with that in mind, I knew it was completely within my own power to grow my faith, not rely on something else to do it for me. Right now, of course, we do have to put our trust in God, because only God can help us grow our faith. But that is what led my experience in that. So it's interesting. I've gone to plenty of camps or done praise and worship, and there's a lot of different kinds of encounters one can have with Christ. And what I've really appreciated about Medjugorje is because sometimes when you have a very powerful experience all at once, Satan can try to work after it happens and you feel so full of grace. Satan can try to work in that and try to make you believe it didn't happen, make you believe you were just tired, or something like that. But what was so beautiful about the last few days in Medjugorje was it was a very steady, constant feeling of God's love that just built up, and it didn't reach some amazing crescendo. But it was just enough that it was there the whole time, that I was able to believe that it didn't matter if it was 6 in the morning or 8 p.m. in the evening, it was still there. So when I go home, I can confidently say that throughout this whole weekend that what I felt was real. And nothing like I've felt before. So it was not what I expected by any means, and nothing that I have ever experienced before. But it was by far, I can so confidently say, as someone who came in here with a very open mind, that it is Mary has been here. Mary is Mary is yes. Mary is here. Yes.
How do you feel then?
Like how do I believe that?
How would you tell people why? How can you see that? Or
Well, first they have to come here, and that's because if you don't come here and you make all of these assumptions, your word means nothing. You have to step foot here, because Christ is everywhere, right? But it's truly a far more powerful and intimate experience here, and especially because one thing is that I appreciate is that every single person who I saw in Mass receive the Eucharist on the tongue. Now that's not to say that receiving on the hands is wrong, because of course but it does show that the people who have come here are tremendously faithful, all of them. And a lot of people will say some very hurtful things about the people who come to Medjugorje, saying that they are unfaithful or that they're misguided. But Christ works in the heart, and if Christ is the goal, and our Mother Mary is the goal, then it will never misguide you. And I think that just me seeing everyone receive the Eucharist on the tongue with such reverence and such silence after communion, that's when you see it's the fruits, right. That's when you really discover the fruits. I could go on forever,
But it's beautiful. You said I'm touched, very touched.
Good, I'm glad. Yes.
And so you say people, why should they come to Medjugorje? But you say like what is the resume of Medjugorje in a short?
I would say Medjugorje is a forge to make your weapons. Make your weapons in faith, have them blessed, especially of course the rosary. I've never prayed so many rosaries in a span of 72 hours in my life, but what I feel is I feel just covered in armor with a sword by my side after this experience. It truly is the armory of the faithful, we'll call it that. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that beautiful interview.
Of course. Thank you.